What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Hustlepedia. Today we're going to dive into the markets as we are finally seeing a green day after a bloodbath the last couple days. I'm going to go into some news stories this morning that are bullish for crypto and Bitcoin going forward, and why it plays into the fact that I think they were really just trying to sell you to scare you to sell your coins. And I will further back that up with some good news that's in the news this morning that is bullish for crypto, and why I think that this bull run is not over, why this crash, crypto is not crashing, the world is not falling. For the long term, cryptocurrency is looking amazing, and this is just another one of those dips, guys, and I will show you why. And we'll get into Adax's price today, some of the stuff that's being talked about, when to expect some updates from their moderators, and an update on kind of the progress of the platform. We'll look at Adax and Joe's price, as we have been tracking those very heavily, as Joe is up 20% the last 24 hours. And then we will look at SundaeSwap getting some major funding for their DEX platform. If you are new to the channel, guys, be sure to drop down and hit that subscribe button. We come out with brand new videos every single day on cryptocurrency, altcoins, all that good stuff. I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, and be sure to like the video. It gets my video out in front of more viewers just like yourself, and it's greatly appreciated. So let's go ahead and dive in. We see Bitcoin back above 43, Ethereum back above 3,000, Cardano back above 215. So that's good to see, because Cardano was below $1 at some points last night and the last couple nights. We have BNB bouncing back a little bit. XRP's nearing $1. We're at about 97 cents, so that's good to see. Solana up $10. It's up to 140 since we talked about it last night. We got Avalanche absolutely going crazy. 5% up and 27% for the week in the midst of the bloodbath that occurred. Avalanche is definitely the big winner of the week as far as surging projects go. As you see, Avalanche up 5%, sitting at $67. And if you just take a look at the weekly chart and the monthly chart, it doesn't really seem to have, it only brought it back down to this level. Like the Evergrande crash brought it back down to here. So if you've been in this project early, or even from when we talked about it in the low 50s, you are having a good time with Avalanche right now. And also, guys, Trader Joe, the DEX platform on Avalanche, up 17% today. This is a significant, we have a good share of Joe in our portfolio, so we are loving to see that. And as you see on top gainers on Joe's platform, we have Avalanche up 13% for the 24 hours, and we have Joe up 37% for the 24 hours. So that bullishness is coming back on Avalanche, and I'll get into that later in the video. But one positive thing that we're seeing today is that upswing in the market. We see on the charts here, every chart that I'm looking at except for one is positive today. We have up 7% right now on AVAX, 3% on PancakeSwap. A bunch of assets we have been trying to dollar cost average our way into are surging up, and it was a good time to buy the last couple days. So if you went shopping, good for you. Good for not giving into the fear, because there is no fear to be had. They are trying to shake you out of your holdings with all these negatives in the market. But if you just look historically, there are surges and there are dips every time in crypto. And the dips aren't fun. The dips are not fun. But you just have to turn a blind eye to it and buy the dips and keep rolling. So bought the dip, third largest Bitcoin whale tracked, purchases 13 million of Bitcoin at 40.5K. Now this was this morning at 8:15 in the morning. So frequently reported the behavior of this mysterious whale, or at least one of their wallet addresses. They sold a significant chunk of their positions when it was at 60K, and then during the subsequent correction, when the asset retracted below 40,000 and even 30,000, they resumed their appetite. Well, recently they did come in with this purchase right here, buying 321 Bitcoin, $4.5 million worth at $40,000. So that is quite major there, and it just shows you that the big money, guys, the big money is accumulating. This is what they call accumulation period. When those dips come in through big news and stuff like that, when something is crashing the market, like the Evergrande crisis crashed the stock in the crypto market the last couple of days, the big investors, the smart money, the big money, they come in and they re-up their positions while it's down, because it is going to surge back up. And as we've seen today, we are looking pretty good today. I mean, in all honesty, things are surging back upwards, so that is great to see. Another positive sentiment for crypto this morning: Robinhood to launch cryptocurrency wallets as Bitcoin becomes a bigger part of their business. I don't use Robinhood. I actually was part of the affected and the big, I wasn't able to execute my GameStop trades, let's say, as I would want to on Robinhood. So I don't use Robinhood myself, but this is big because Robinhood has a ton of investors, that love the stock market, that are getting more exposure into crypto as they're rolling out more crypto features on their app. But on top of that, Robinhood has a lot of retail investors, recreational traders, new money in the market. And the more exposure that this sector gets in cryptocurrency, the better for adoption long term. We want more people participating in crypto long term. So Robinhood adding a wallet is just going to add a little more exposure to cryptocurrency, and that is what we want at the end of the day if you are already adopted into the cryptocurrency world. And then SEC registrants seek DeFi and physically backed Bitcoin ETF approval. So multiple ETF crypto companies, stuff like that, are trying to push the government and the SEC to hurry up and approve these Bitcoin ETFs, and trying to get that pushed, because that would be so big for the adoption of Bitcoin. We all know, and we talked about it yesterday, the ETFs are probably around the corner, and it's just interesting to see all these crypto companies, and in the past, these banks and Fidelities of the world that are saying to the SEC, look, we want this Bitcoin ETF and we want it ASAP. We have Bloomberg analysts predicting it'll get done in October. We have BitBoy saying it's not going to be done in October. We'll see who's right, but I don't know. I think that I have seen a lot more sources crediting to October than not. So I believe the October sentiment myself, but I will keep reporting on that as it gets closer. And guys, this is huge. China is injecting $19 billion to bail out Evergrande. Here's how crypto market can benefit. Now, this is not it's not being pasted all over your Bloombergs and all that, but China is injecting $19 billion into the banking system to try to consolidate this issue and help Evergrande kind of level out what's going on here. So it is a little bit of a bailout situation going on. It's not being like with the Bloomberg and stuff like that. Like I said, it's not like it's on every headline right now, but China is injecting $19 billion to bail them out. And so that is really important to keep your eyes on as well. And I think all this is just bullish for the crypto market. It's only good news. And I'm really excited for the upcoming bull run. And congratulations if you didn't sell, if you didn't give in to the fear that the news and the big money is trying to sucker you into. So if you held your positions or if you re-upped your positions, shout out to you. Because that is what investors do. And if you ever have a doubt in these markets, guys, when in doubt, zoom out. Pump, dump. It's not a pump and dump, but markets go up and markets go down over time. But look, and this is not the best example. This is Avalanche's chart. We have a high here back in February 2021, but then the highs here are higher highs. So you just got to zoom out on these big assets. We'll go to CoinMarketCap. We'll go to Bitcoin, the best chart for the zoom out. When in doubt, guys, zoom out. I mean, over time, guys, this thing is only going to keep this trajectory of growth. And if you ever have a doubt that this dump is something weird, look at 2017. Look at May. This thing, dips happen, guys. So if you can't stomach the dips, you just need to put your portfolio away for the day and let the dips consolidate and come back to the upside. And if you are a true, investor and you're in this to win it, that is when you look to dollar cost average and look to re-up your positions if you are serious about growing your portfolio. Because when these prices dip, guys, it's the best time to get in at some value prices. And Trader Joe, guys, at $4 today, which is absolutely huge. The DEX platform for Avalanche that we have been in on since a little above $2. So great to see the growth there. I'm absolutely bullish there. And Avalanche is recovering, guys, because of the bullish news before the housing crisis in China. So the Evergrande crisis obviously crashes the entire market. But what people forget is Avalanche just had raised $250 million right before that, a big news drop. And they had been on a series of fundraising. So it is really helping them surge back up amidst the debt crisis going on with Evergrande. And it's good to see because we are big on Avalanche here on this channel, and I'm very happy to see that. So let's get into some Cardano projects coming out. Estimated launch dates for various Cardano projects. Then we'll talk about some SundaeSwap getting some huge funding as well. And I also want to talk about Adax and their upcoming updates, when to expect those. So estimated launch dates, we got Liquid Finance, October, SundaeSwap, Adax, ViFi, all in October. And then we have Cardax, Ray Network, and a bunch of other networks saying November in Q4. And this is on Cardano's Reddit, so good to see there. And then I wanted to point this out. DeFi platform developer SundaeSwap, which is a DEX competitor to Adax, Cardax, Ergodex in the decentralized finance realm for Cardano's ecosystem. SundaeSwap is developing their DEX right now, and they have raised a $1.3 million seed round led by cFund, and that is big. That is a nice investment for SundaeSwap to have, and cFund is a solid backer for a project. So I'm very bullish for that, for SundaeSwap to make this official. cFund was joined by Alameda Research and Double Peak Group in this venture round. And Alameda Research, obviously, we all know the Sam connection there. So take that with a grain of salt. I do think this is really good for SundaeSwap. But I want to see more from SundaeSwap. Like, they need to roll out their ISO. If they're planning on unrolling their DEX in October, that ISO needs to come up around the corner quickly. That way their community can start getting really excited. And their community is strong. They have 10K followers on Medium. They have like 200K followers on Twitter. So they are doing a good job on marketing. And I'm like, the best marketing in the Cardano DEX platform game is definitely SundaeSwap. So that is something to keep your eye on. Like, they definitely have the biggest community, I would say, as far as number of followers and their marketing schemes. But nonetheless, we will be, we're going to definitely participate in the ISO here until we figure out the superior DEX platforms between ADAX and SundaeSwap. We will definitely be trying to get the fruits of both labors. But going back to ADAX here, we have some updates in their Telegram group, and this is from a moderator who is in contact with all the devs and the team. So someone was like, there hasn't been a lot of updates recently, not a lot of tech updates to go off of. What can we really expect, right? What as an investor, why is the price going up if there's no updates? And he's kind of like, I get your concerns, but think about this for a minute. With our known investors and strong partners, they have already peeked behind the curtain. They wouldn't associate with a project with nothing to show for. And as far as technical stuff, as I have announced, we will have a QA with someone from the dev side of things next week, most likely. And Alonzo, as you say, it's Alfonso, but the L is silent. So Alonzo earlier this morning also posted that we have mentioned Kraken multiple times. That is a hint to me that Kraken could be the centralized exchange as well that gets listed for SundaeSwap in the month of October that they have been hyping up. And if you look, obviously, at Roger Ver, one of the known investors that has taken a peek behind the curtain, according to the moderators of the Telegram group who are in contact with the team, he has gotten in numerous startups for crypto, including Kraken and Ripple. So we know Roger Ver's involvement in Kraken, so that definitely makes sense. If he was to go ahead and get that listed on Kraken, I could definitely see why that's the case. So that's something to look out for. I think it's definitely Kraken or KuCoin. I don't think Binance is getting that listing, not first at least. And I'm really excited for whenever it does hit because it's just going to get more exposure, more investment, more volume. I mean, the fact that it's doing 16 million of volume every 24 hours on one exchange as a market cap project under $80 million, I'm really happy with where Adax is. It's been pretty steady at its price point, and I'm excited for the updates to come and the team behind it. And I definitely think Kraken could be a good inclination as to where it is getting listed. That is something to keep your eyes on, and that is not confirmed. These are all just speculation. But the moderator in the Telegram chat has mentioned Kraken multiple times, so that is something to keep your eye on as well. I will be back to later tonight, guys, with another update, and we will take a look at what Adax is doing and a couple other projects across the market. Any other news that comes across, we will bring it to you here on the channel. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like the video if you got some value. I'll be back later tonight. My overall sentiment, guys, I'm so bullish. I mean, especially with the downturn we just took, and we're starting to see a little bit of an upswing, a lot of green here on the chart. The 4 hours are starting to produce multiple green candles. I'm happy with where the market's headed right now, and we'll see. Hopefully it is that continuous upswing after that bailout is kind of taking some pressure off the markets as we see all the top assets starting to really, really rise. XRP almost up to 98 cents now. It was just 97 cents, so interesting to see there. We'll check in later tonight. You'll have a good rest of your day. Stay bullish, because I know I am. I am not an investment advisor, but I am just trying to bring you everything that I see here in front of me. That is an opportunity to add to my portfolio and grow my portfolio. I will be back later tonight, guys. Peace.